this whole UNLV NIL situation is fucked, and I really can't wrap my head around it. So on 2 days ago, 2 days ago, UNLV starting QB Matt Luca decided the a shocking move. I can't even like fathom it. Still opted out of the season towards due to NIL. Now, if you were to tell me that someone in the past like couple of years with this NIL in the NIL era, that someone would opt out, or we'll call it what it is, hold out due to NIL, I would have said it's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen. But here we are. It was not something I even thought of, but it is a possibility, and here we are. And then it's interesting because at first I was completely on the side of what the fuck is he doing? This is stupid. Everything, more traditional college football. Then I kind of joined this side when people talk about it's money, but then it's college football. But then his UNLV's backup running back also did the same thing. So now, is this just a UNLV issue, or are we going to see this? And then there's a whole Bear Alexander issue where he, on the same day, also decided to redshirt the rest of the season. I'm just going to say this. He has a lot of issues with leaving. He's played for 7 different schools, or will be 7 different schools in 8 years. And one of those years, he's redshirting. So, yeah, he played 4 different high schools, started at Georgia, USC, played 3 games for USC this year, and now he's going to go to a different school. So I think that could just be a whole mess separate from this, and it could just be a UNLV issue. And we've been talking about UNLV, how they're bringing up their football program, how they could get this Pac-12 bid, and all of that, and it just collapsed all in one move. And I really don't know if this is a thing that we're going to see more, or is this just a UNLV issue? Because when you have 2 guys doing it, I mean, one's a pattern, or what is it? 1 accident, 2 still could be an accident, 3's a trend. And in this situation, I think 2's a trend. So I've seen so many conflicting reports about this, that one was just he was promised more than he actually got, which seems like the likely one. That I think he got $3,000 for relocation and was promised $100,000 by an assistant coach. And then the other was, I think it was, he was getting paid what he was supposed to be getting paid. I think this ends up not being a true report at this point. And then he hires an agent, and they determine his value is higher. Either one could be true. I have no idea. But my opinion on this is, I've seen most comments, I've read so many comments on this, is that if you were working at your desk job, and you were promised this amount and you didn't get it, you'd quit too, right? That makes sense. It's normal. But then I also think this is college football. This is completely different. And I really don't know. Like, I'm usually a side with the player person, but when it comes to NIL and all this, I'm usually not. But if you're getting $3,000 and you're promised $100,000 by a coach, that is an issue. That is bad. That's a bad look on UNLV now. Now, UNLV plays Fresno this week. It's going to be very interesting because if the season ended today, they would have probably been the top G5 team going to the playoffs. And I actually don't know how NIL works with the playoffs. I'd assume players get more for NIL with the playoffs, even though I know the schools make a ton more when they make the playoffs. But still. So is that potentially losing him more money than he would have made? I really can't say. The NIL world is kind of a shit show. I really don't know how it works. But this whole situation is fucked. And it'd be very interesting. But here's the thing, actually. In 2 days, or tomorrow, people play their 4th game. You have 4 games, actually, right? You have. It's 4 games, use your red shirt. And then you can still red shirt. Okay. It'd be very interesting next week when players play their 5th game, to see, do we get any more of these? Is this just a one-off thing? If this is a one-off thing and we have Bear Alexander, who I'm putting to the side and just, I don't even care. And then you have just the 2 UNLV players transferring because of NIL, then we can probably just look at this as a UNLV situation. But since we still have a window and this has only happened in 2 days, and this could give people ideas that they didn't know they can do this, and they may do this. We'll see if this becomes like a growing thing, or if this is just a one-off. But that's all I want to talk about was this. Just wanted to say words on this, put my opinion out there. Thanks you all for watching. Join the Discord. See ya.